Yurt McNulty here. So I've been playing Sparking Zero since the 3-day early access, and I've been having a little bit of trouble online in ranked mode specifically, where I lose more games than I win, and that's only because I haven't been able to master the defensive mechanic Super Counter. And now today I can finally say I'm on my way to mastering Super Counter. I finally figured out how to practice this and get better with this, and I finally figured out why I wasn't good at Super Countering. And with me getting better with this game, I'm also going to share my information with y'all on how to get better with this game as well with me at the same time. So first things first is you need to go to your settings and go to your accessibility tab and turn off guard assist if you have it on. Now with me, I didn't even know I had this on. I completely forgot about it, and that's why I wasn't getting Super Counter, because if you have guard assist on, it'll try to do the defensive mechanics for you, and therefore you'll get little to none Super Counter. So make sure you go and check and see if this is on if you've been having trouble with Super Countering just like me. Now, next thing you want to do is go to your opponent settings, and for their strategy, change them to rush attacks, to where they'll do nothing but rush attacks, and you can practice this. Now we get into when you should actually go for a Super Counter. When you should actually go for a Super Counter is when they either first hit you or whenever they go for the follow-up in the rush attack. So that's, I believe that's at five hits. Now, I just recently figured this out, but there's a lot of ways that tells you when you should exactly try to go for Super Counter. Alright, now there's one way I'm gonna show you to when you should go for Super Counter, specifically whenever they go for a follow-up. If you can see right here, when Gohan goes for the follow-up, there is this red streak of light. I like to think of it as when Flash is running, because it shows the red streak. If all my Flash fans, you know. But this is when you want to go for the up on the analog plus the square for your Super Counter, and you should get it every time when you see this red streak right here. And this doesn't just work for the follow-ups either. This is the same whenever you're just regularly getting hit. There's little sparks that you can see whenever they throw a punch, a kick, whatever. You'll see the red sparks right there, and if you time your Super Counter to the sparks, you'll consistently be able to Super Counter. Another good way to know is when you should Super Counter is pay attention on the far right side of how many hits they're doing. Whenever they get to about 5 hits, that's when they're going to do a follow-up in the rush attack, or they're going to vanish, and that's when you know you can go for a Super Counter. You have to be paying attention to all indicators in a match to when you should go for a Super Counter, and if you pay attention to all of these signs, it will help you get better to mastering Super Counter. Trust me, because I used to be the same guy that couldn't Super Counter for shit. Now I'm able to semi-consistently do it. I'm going to keep practicing, and I will get this down, I promise you, and y'all can too, trust me. Now, another thing to keep in mind, because whenever I was trying to learn how to get better with Super Counter, a lot of people were telling me that, yeah, you can just hold up on the analog and then hit square whenever you're ready to do Super Counter, and yes, that is correct. So what I've been doing is whenever I get put into a rush attack, I'm already holding up on my left stick, and I'm getting ready to time the square to the red sparks that I'm seeing from my opponent to then go ahead and get Super Counter. So if you want to get consistently better with Super Counter, don't worry about having to flick the left stick and square at the same time. Just start practicing holding the analog up and then pressing square to the sparks of the punches and the kicks and everything. It may be a little bit hard because some characters are faster, but hey man, practice makes perfect, and I know y'all can do it, man. I know y'all can do it. Another thing, please really practice the timing and pay attention to all the signs of when to Super Counter correctly, because if you spam Super Counter in a match, do not spam Super Counter because it is a 12 frame delay. 12 frame delay. So that means if you keep spamming super counter in the middle of a rush attack, you will not get it, and you're just gonna get hit for free. You're just gonna get hit for free. So it's better to just practice the actual timing of it rather than trying to spam it. With that being said, man, these are all the tips and tools you need to master super counter, man. And I really hope this helps you guys out, because I've been getting killed online just because I'm not that good at super counter. So now I'm more excited to play the game online. So if this helped you get better at super counter, please smash that like button. It's free. Share this around with your friends to help them get better with super counter as well, and subscribe to stick around for more Sparking Zero content. And with that being said, man, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Adios.
Boy, he got it glide, huh? Oh my God, huh? Boy, that boy on top, what? Sip and walk, make my heart stop, what? All these hoes, yeah, my love, my